damage on that left front. But I don't think in the draft that car will ever know that, will it, Kevin?
I don't think so. But I think the 20 cars got big trouble, and I think as you look at everything, it's big damage.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Ryan Reed, one of those drivers that had pitted at lap 7, originally looked like he was going to stay out, perhaps ran over some debris. They have since decided to come down pit road, so he will cycle out of one of those spots up front. Chase Elliott is the leader. Eric Almirola, another one of those that stayed out, will restart second. Matt Tifft in the 24 car restarts third alongside his teammate Dakota Armstrong. Ross Chastain completes the top 5. Those names up there, not ones that you would consider favorites for the championship, maybe even to make the chase, but in position so far to make some noise.
Well, Kevin called it earlier. You get out of position, you get off strategy from the other teams if you're going to make something happen, and that's what some of our leaders have done. The single car that's left on pit road still working on their car, Eric Jones, everyone else has driven away.
The complexion of the race, the championship, the outlook, all changed in one lap. You got the guy who's the favorite sitting on pit road, and the rest of them coming to the green with a few guys up front that we really didn't expect to see there 5 minutes ago.
35 cars on the lead lap. We'll get the green flag as we complete lap 17. Chase Elliott in charge of the field.
One of those guys, Kevin, is Anthony Kumpen, and he's from Bruges, Belgium.
I don't know much about him.
That's where Dr. Evil's from. That's all I know about Bruges.
You used to hang out with him, is that right, Michael?
I've been there a time or two, but look at Anthony. He's making a move on the high side, trying to make something happen. These guys can smell a lead at Daytona, and nothing's any better than leading here.
Yeah, and here comes Austin Dillon through the middle. I think you're going to see how many lanes are available, and if you can get to the front, because you've got the 3, the 2, the 22 that have been up in the front of this race, the 1 car with Elliott Sadler, and you see the 3 up on the outside leading the charge. So it's going to be fun to watch those guys try to get back to the front.
You know, you talk about you don't want to get stuck in the middle. Did you see what the 22 of Logano did? He pulled to the middle and tried to push that lane up to the front. So he chose to be in the middle.
Ty Dillon won his first Daytona pole earlier today. Haven't said his name a lot since we went green, but he is making it work in that outside lane, pulling them to the front.
I'm nervous. You know, when you see 3 wide and you see some guys up there that maybe hadn't raced up front like that, and then you see the pack of wolves coming that want to get back to where they were before the strategy came, sometimes that can breed trouble.
And what about the mix of youth and experience in this lead draft? Ty Dillon shot out of a cannon. Man. That's an RCR freight train. Brendan Gaughan behind him, and then Austin Dillon, who's been successful early.
Yeah, you see Austin Dillon right there to get that 62 up there. That was a good example of a slam draft. He hit him hard, hit Brendan Gaughan hard.
And there's that 5 car of Casey Kane. He's now made his way up to the top 5. We know how fast he is. Kevin, I get it. You're nervous. I did this last night for the Truck Series. I sweated for 2 hours. I'm a little bit calmer now. I feel you, though, bro.
Man. You see it up here from this perspective, and you're seeing the cars move around, and you're seeing the guys that you don't really know who they are, and you're seeing the guys that were up there before pushing and shoving, and you're just waiting for something to happen.
Does it ever make you wonder why you want to go out there and do that tomorrow?
It looks a lot more insane from this view. I feel like I'm a lot more in control at times than it looks right here.
Things have changed a lot for Logano. He was leading and just completely looking out his rearview mirror. Now right in the middle of a 3-row draft.
And he doesn't want to be there. He wants to get to the front as fast as he can, because in my opinion, that's the safest place, and that's where he wants to be. And he's in the absolute worst spot you can be in right now.
And he also looks around and sees
neither one of these guys, the top 2 lanes, are going anywhere up there.
He looks around and sees cars he doesn't know.
Still middle of 3. Beside you to your left is the 19. Clear low, clear low, clear low, clear low.
Joey's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I like the low option, because where he was in the middle, he couldn't go high, he couldn't go forward, and he couldn't hit the brakes very hard because he was just in a swarm of bees. At least on the bottom, he's got at least one option to go if something happens and get on the apron and get out of the way. In the middle where he was no man's land.
Brendan Gaughan did get out front, lead a lap. And now Austin Dillon back on point. He slid down in front of Gaughan. What's going on in the 2 camp, Chris?
Well, Adam, during our first caution, Austin Dillon was behind the pace car, and he said in second gear, he said his car felt a little bit strange. He said it was lugging a little bit. The team told him, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. But then when we went back to green, he had this to say on his radio.